think we're gonna break a bunch of shit this week. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Alberta RC Street Outlaws. I was surfing around the old interwebs there, and I saw a post from Crawlers and Customs, James Bailey, on the CEN Racing page that he wanted to do a build-off with a couple other people, maybe some YouTubers, and build the world's fastest CEN Racing F450. And well, that pretty much called my name, so what else would anybody do? First thing this morning, I ran out and picked up the truck and a couple parts to get us started. And yeah, I'm ready to get this thing on the road. So this first thing that you got to go through is the rules. So number one, you have to use the same body. You can't chop it up and piece it together. And two, you got to use the chassis. You can't just take the body of the F450 and slap it on a drag car or an infraction. You got to use the chassis. And third rule is got to be a straight axle. Could be any crawler, but it has to be a straight axle. And after that, well, it's free game. So we got a few things in store and we'll see what happens. Alright, so I just unboxed the truck. Nothing fancy here. Everybody has already seen the insides of one. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to keep it in low gear. I'm going to skip 2S and go straight to 3. I'm going to grab my GNSS and we're going to see what we can do for top speed and low gear. And then as soon as that's done, I'm going to rip out the transmission, swap the gear over, and then go see what she does in the top speed in the with the fast gear. And from there, I have a brand new Spectrum brushless motor and receiver. Where is that? That is around here somewhere. So let me check. Ah, there it is. So yeah, it's the Spectrum 6500 kV. Straight out of my low-C drag car. Never was ran, but we'll see what we can get for speed-wise with this before we move over to our big setup. So what we have to try out after that is Monster Mamba X 8S CSC and the good old-fashioned 6400 kV 1412 from Castle. I use these in my drag cars. And yeah, we'll see what happens when we put it into the pickup truck. Alright, now that we've gone over the truck and what our intentions are, let's get this thing to 100 miles an hour. But first things first, let's get a baseline. There's enough of me talking, let's get outside and see what it'll do. Alright, so that was our first pass in the slow gear. We ended up getting the whopping 15 miles an hour. And now we are just swapping the slow gear out for the fast gear. Should only take a couple minutes to get this swapped over. And then we'll hit fast speed with the 3S and see how it goes. See you guys in just a minute. Alright, it's middle of the night here. We're just about to test our top speed run with the fast gear on the 3S battery. Alright guys, well that wraps up the initial test runs of what the truck will do right out of the box with the 3S. This will be the last time you see these electronics in this truck and these wheels. We'll be switching over to something a little bit more appropriate. We got these, what are they, Pro Line Toyo tires. Got front and rear. These will be going on with the Traxxas 12 to 14 millimeter 12 to 14 millimeter hex conversion, and we're going to get the truck a little bit lowered down and swap in the Spectrum brushless motor. Let's see what we can do with 3S on that. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed watching. Peace.